Greetings and peace, family. I'm back, LMA. I hope this video finds you all in good spirits and also happy to see me because I'm happy to see you. I am going to speak about the chakras as I promised on my last video. The chakras are a system that we all possess. Everyone has chakras. But today I'm going to focus on the seven main chakras, although there are many in our bodies and our aura. But today's focus is going to be on the seven main chakras that we have in our bodies and the importance of knowing where they're located, what they help to balance within us. And lastly, if the chakras may be blocked or sluggish, um, why they may be that way, and some ways to help in getting them back in alignment. Um, the chakras are kind of like a wheel, you know. Things have to turn and be clear. It's a cycle, and if I'm sure you've seen those toys or a clock. Clock is a good example. As it turns, it keeps everything moving along in a proficient manner. So we're going to get right back. We're going to get right into it. The nice thing about the chakras also, to make it easy for us, they all are represented by a color. And we'll get into how we can use those colors with certain crystals if we need some assistance in clearing or bringing a chakra back into alignment. So today, as I mentioned, we're just going to discuss the seven main chakras, but there are others, and in time we can discuss those as well. So we're going to start with what many refer to as the base or the root chakra, which is located in the lower part of your body, like near the colon, the rectum area. And this chakra is a representation of our overall life, our survival, our stability, vitality, just existing. I've heard people say it's that fight or flight um, feeling that we have within our life. So right now, I'm just going to kind of touch on where they're located and what part of our lives in which we are affected, and then I'll get more into knowing if they're blocked and what tools we can use to help align them. And again, that's associated with the color red. The second one is the sacral, and it's associated with the color orange. Now, this one is located near our pelvis area, so it's also considered one of the lower chakras. And the part of our being that it's associated with is purifying, joy, receptiveness to nature, and immunity from disease or disease. Okay, so that sacral chakra is also very important. Our third one is the solar plexus, and it's identified by the color yellow. It's also a lower chakra near the lower back, the spleen, the liver, that part of our bodies. It's associated with, I have my notes here. Oh, wow. It houses our physical and spiritual energy and keeps the other chakras healthy. That's the solar plexus. And we're going to move up. We're going up to the heart chakra. The color for the heart chakra is green. And of course, it's located by the heart, the lungs in that area, the upper back. And it's associated with unconditional love. compassion, healing, balance. It helps to bridge the physical and your spiritual self. And we're going to move up from the heart to the throat chakra. It's associated by the color blue, hence why I wear blue when I'm trying to talk. The throat chakra is also um, identifies with our throat, our neck, and our ears, or the areas that it affects on our bodies, I should say. The association is more what it's used for: self-expression, creativity, being able to express ourselves in a manner that others can understand and that we can understand as well and benefit from. We're going to move up to our, what a lot of people refer to as the brow, or the third eye. I'm sorry, it's the third eye. And actually, I've heard other teachers refer to it as the first eye. And the color associated, or the color that we identify, the third eye or the brow chakra or the first eye, whichever resonates with you is fine, is the color violet or purple. And this one is helps us to understand where we get that intuition from, that insight, that universal consciousness, that ability to know, to discern. And finally, we're going to talk about the top of our heads, what they refer to as the crown chakra. The color white is identified by that. And it's in our brain, in our brain area, the pineal gland. And it's associated with wisdom, transformation, especially spirituality. So I wanted to go into briefly some of the areas, ways that we could know if we're experiencing some type of blockage or out of alignment with that chakra. We're going to go back to the base, the root chakra, which was the color red. If you feel like you need strength just to carry on from day to day, just basic daily needs, you're lacking enthusiasm, you need courage, willpower, and you're always feeling sluggish, there's a good chance that base root chakra is out of alignment. Moving on up to that sacral chakra, which was identified by the color orange. If you are trying to break down barriers, things that have been obstacles in your life, and you've been having difficulties just breaking them down, things like depression, and depression or being oppressed is the root of depression, feeling like you're being oppressed by someone, which is what causes depression. Dealing with grief, loss, shock. I can't believe someone would do that. And these are things that you may have experiences that you are having difficulties getting over. And you're fearful, or the need to eliminate fear. If the solar plexus, the next chakra, identified by the color yellow, it may be blocked, you may be having a lot of negative thinking. Your self-esteem could be low. You may have a lot of fears and phobias. Even suicidal thoughts. But with this, if you can get this chakra back in alignment, it can aid you in the energy of joy and laughter. So, it's just a matter of knowing. Knowledge is power. And when you know this, you use it. You use the knowledge that you know to make the necessary steps to improve it. And here you go. It can be changed. I'm a living witness. Trust and believe. Okay, so we're going to move on up to the heart chakra, the color green. If you're feeling like you need emotional clearing and insight, emotional clearing and insight. That's a lot. That's a little sentence that holds a lot of weight. Healing. Healing of the body and the mind as a complete package. The mind telling you one thing, your body's telling you something else. We have to get those things in alignment. It helps you if you can't get focus. You have no balance and no focus. Your throat chakra, the color blue, if it's out of alignment, your words may be stuck. You can't seem to get it out, what you need to say. You know, it just may not be happening for you. You haven't learned from your past. Instead of using it as a tool for growth, you need mental clarity. The throat chakra it needs to be cleared and in alignment in order for these things to work properly. And lastly was the brow. Oh, I'm sorry, not lastly, but next to the last is the sixth chakra is the third eye, or the brow, or the first eye. This one, if you feel like you're just not advancing spiritually, cleansing from emotional addictions, releasing painful memories, heals emotionally when you're emotionally shattered, and helps bring the your sleep cycle back into balance. You're not sleeping well. You have, you're emotionally hurt, things of that nature. And lastly, the crown chakra, the color white. Mental confusion. There's just no growth, no new ideas. You know that you have it within you, but you just are not, there are no new ideas coming your way. You're very shy and maybe withdrawn. Clearing and making sure that that crown chakra is healthy will help you to overcome these things. So those were the 7 main or chakras that we hear a lot about. And also, as I mentioned, each chakra is identified by a color. And what's nice is that you can use crystals just based on the color of the crystal to aid and assist in these areas. My page is called EMC Amethyst Love. And you always see me with the violet or the purple somewhere in the title of some of my videos that I've made. That's because I gravitated towards my third eye. I really wanted to work on becoming more spiritual. But I also have learned that it is important. Every chakra is important. So the work continues from the base to the crown. They all can become out of alignment for various reasons. So this was just a beginning. I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, comments, please leave them underneath the video. And you can always share this if you like, if you think someone can benefit from this information. And please subscribe and like if you like the video. I'm a little tired this morning. I'm just tired. I've been working hard, which is a good thing because I'm working on me. So warm as Regards, warmest wishes, love, light, peace to you all. And thanks for joining me. Bye.